Okay, so we just wrapped up season 2 of Arrow, the last episode, Unthinkable. And in this episode, it ties up the last of the season there. And basically, throughout season 2, near the second half of season 2, after the season finale, you see Slade Wilson coming back to Starling City to make good his promises to Oliver. Now, in Unthinkable, which is the title for episode 23, the last episode there, Slade's men, of course, have the rule over Starling City, and of course they're very unstoppable. And you have the police under Detective Lance now, trying to keep the city in order. And then you got Oliver, Diggle, and Felicity. And of course Sarah, a couple episodes ago, ended up leaving, but comes back with the League of Shadows to take care of Slade Wilson and his army of thugs there. So you see Nyssa Al Ghul from the League of Shadows, and of course you also see in this episode that Nyssa and Oliver do not see eye to eye on most things. The League of Shadows philosophy is basically, you have to be willing to do what is necessary, and if that means taking out somebody's life. And Oliver is kind of getting away from having to kill and wanting to kill, and basically makes a rule that it's to die that night. And of course Nyssa has other ideas. Now we see this at Queen Consolidated when the group go there to find Slade, and Sarah has her staff at Isabel's face there, and then Nyssa goes and snaps her neck just like that. And of course Oliver turns his bow on Nyssa, and the League of Shadows all kind of got their weapons on him. But that was really the only person that died in this episode. And of course that the cure for it works on Roy, and so that's how they take down these thugs. They're in a tunnel that there was U.S. Army officers who badly got destroyed in there, and so then the League of Shadows, Oliver, Roy, who is back to his normal self again, take out this group here. And of course during that fight, Slade has Laurel, who he kidnapped from the police station, and Felicity, who Oliver and Felicity planned, for Slade to go to Oliver's place and grab Felicity there. So the episode ends with Thea Queen leaving Starling City and everyone behind, and going with Malcolm Merlyn, who we find out is her father. And the last episode, Malcolm tried to get Thea to go with him. Finally, the last couple of scenes, Thea does go with Malcolm. And of course Slade Wilson and his army are vanquished, and Slade is locked in this bunker, or this underground prison cell on the island that Argus built there. Now we see Diggle and Lila there. They go and try to stop Amanda from dropping this drone strike. And of course in this we see that Lila is pregnant, and Diggle doesn't know anything about it. So that, basically season 2 is wrapped up now. Oliver's lost his company and his mother, but Slade Wilson is taken care of. So, and of course, getting ready for season 3. I think a couple things I think we're going to see, because at the end of at the end of the episode there, Sarah chooses to go back with the League of Shadows, for the League of Shadows helping to take Slade Wilson out there. So I think we're going to see Laurel train as a canary alongside Oliver, and I think we're going to see Thea develop this new relationship with Malcolm, and then we're going to see Oliver, get off the island under Amanda from Argus there. So that's been a bit about Unthinkable, and hopefully you've enjoyed the screen cap with the song there. And so we're all going to be waiting next September, October, for the new Arrow episode. Now, of course, Flash. I saw some previews for Flash, and that looks really, really good. If you haven't already checked it out, you just need to type in Flash on YouTube and it'll come up with the previews. And of course the first episode is going to have Oliver Queen in it as well. It's by the same creators as Arrow. So we're going to have Flash Tuesday night and Arrow Wednesday night. So this should be very, very awesome coming the fall with TV show lineups. Thank you for tuning in to Believe in Destiny. My name is DestinyRaven. So anyways, last Saturday celebrated the 50th anniversary of Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons has been around for over 50 years here in Canada. And it started May 17th, 1964. The first store was in Hamilton. And they only carried coffee and donuts. And as you know, as time progressed, and more things were added to the lineup. So Tim Hortons is now more than just a coffee shop, sandwich shop, lattes, smoothies, soft drinks, that sort of thing, sandwiches, a whole bunch of different things. So of course, to celebrate the 50th anniversary, there's some collector's items. This one here is a plastic cold drink cup for smoothies or ice caps or anything like that. Of course, they all have the 50th anniversary logo thing right there. And we also have the brown ceramic collector's mug as well as the big 50 on it. Now, I thought these were pretty ugly, but it wasn't me that made them, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's a 50th anniversary mug. And last, we have here the 50th anniversary travel cup. Of course, again, it's got the 50th on it. When these came out, and everybody knows, you know, I like collecting things, I had to get them. So, and of course what you saw also, just the show opened up here after the Arrow episode, was some pictures for commemorating Tim Hortons there. And as well, right after that, what you saw were pictures of the movie Godzilla. No, I did end up seeing Godzilla last week. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Basically, there's these two monsters that are roaming the earth, and in the 50s, so nuclear tests were actually to kill these monsters. Well, one monster ended up hiding in this nuclear plant there in, I believe it was China, and the other one was in the States. And of course, we see that this nuclear plant kind of collapses and things. And what's been going on is they've been harnessing, you know, this monster's been collecting all this radiation. And so they're still, you know, using that plant. Anyways, this monster breaks free and goes in search of the mate. And Godzilla, where Godzilla comes in, Godzilla was also brought to restore the balance from these two monsters. And of course, you see this, you know, epic battle at the end, and two monsters get vanquished. And Godzilla is left, he falls but stands back up again. So, you know, I thought it was a good movie. I give it about 3 out of 5. Of course, I like the movie with Matthew Broderick, Godzilla, better because he was directed by Roland Emmerich. And, you know, there's lots of city destruction there. But still, this movie was fairly decent. So if you haven't already gone out and watched Godzilla, I recommend you do so. Okay, so other news items. The past couple of weeks, there's been some work by the ROM down in Newfoundland. There was a blue whale that washed up on the beach there on Trout River, and they were trying to decide what to do with this whale. So the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto, they sent a crew down, basically cutting away all the, you know, meat and flesh from the whale, and they took the skeleton back for tests and scientific experiments and things like that. Now, when a whale dies, I saw this is pretty interesting on YouTube, and you can search it on YouTube as well. Just type in like exploding whale, and it brings up a bunch of So when a whale dies, and like it's lying on the beach, it gets decomposing from the inside out, and of course creates all the methane gas. And what they do is they have to go in with these knives or hooks or whatever, and they have to cut a hole, and basically what happens is this whale explodes. That's just what happens when whales die. The one time, there's this one video, they were trying to transport this whale through the street, this dead whale through the street, and it exploded everywhere. And back in the 70s, they tried to blow up a whale on the beach. That didn't work out so well. It was worse than if they would have just left it and, let it blow up on itself. So there's some interesting news about the whale, and so it looks like the Royal Ontario Museum is going to have a new specimen to study there. Okay, so the last I wanted to talk about today was from the city of Belleville here. Now, I think we've all heard, if we live in the Quinte area, about Belleville's plans for our city to turn the top floor of Century Place downtown there into condos, to remove the old Intel building there beside it and put in a parking structure, remove the bus terminal from downtown there, and put the police station down in there. I don't think we need any more condos in the city, considering all the condos that are going up. Personally, I think the bus terminal needs to be left right there. I think our city needs to start focusing on spending money on roads, biking lanes, that sort of things, places for the homeless. And as far as police stations, well, there's a nice big OPP station out there on Bell Boulevard there that's just being used for storage. So I think the city of Belleville needs to put its priorities in sync on this one. Like I said, I don't think we need a bunch of new condos for the downtown. Downtown is dead. It's going to take more than a miracle to bring it back. There's no shops down there. There's nothing, and then you want to put a huge condos down there. Okay, first let's get the stores back downtown. Like I said, let's look into the homeless here, road repairs, biking lanes, that sort of thing. So I think Belleville needs to, personally, I don't like this new strategy of theirs, and Belleville needs more condos, like I said. So I just wanted to bring that up there as something that's been developing in our city here. Now, so that's just about it for my show for this week. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would. I just want to take a moment to say thank you for tuning into my show. And until we meet again next time, have a great one.